Grief can be so brutal. Sometimes there are little things that happen that tell us we aren't alone, that there is a more than this in the mystery, something that lays down besides the brutality of loss. Can we talk about this stuff? Can we voice our wonder and our fascination about these external evidences of something larger happening, whether it's simply our brains making connections, which is totally cool in and of itself, or something just beyond our minds? Can we make it safe for each other to share these occurrences, even with whatever else is happening in our lives? I'll go first. As with many of my stories, this one starts with rain. It was pouring. My dog didn't want to go outside. He hates to get his paws wet, even though he loves to swim. So we drove the tiny 1/8 of a mile to the dog park instead of walking. He really does hate to get his feet wet in puddles. A man opened the gate for us when we arrived, a very sweet man, who had apparently spent the night in the shelter at the dog park. He started talking to me about his dogs, how much he loved them, how he was with them when they died. He asked about my dog, and I told him how Matt had crouched down in front of his kennel at the shelter and told me, "We don't have to keep looking, babe. He's the only dog here." I told the man how Matt and I wanted an older dog in order to give him, quote, "a few last good years." The man said how important and kind that was, how special it was to adopt a creature knowing you're facing the end sooner than you'd like. He said, "You and your husband are good people." Now, during all this, I actually managed not to cry at all. I was trying to talk myself out of offering him a ride somewhere, but instead, I offered him the umbrella I had in my car. It was raining, and he said he had to walk across town to meet his girlfriend. It was the least I could do. "That's so kind of you," he said. "In return, I will sing a song about your dog. I'm really good at songs. I can make them up instantly." He told me he'd have a song by the time I came back from the car. I walked to the car. I came back, left my rain-averse dog inside, and I handed the man the umbrella. He was standing inside the shelter, and I was outside in the rain. "Okay," he said, "you tell me about your dog. What do you love? What makes him special to you and your husband?" I stopped. I stared at our dog, who was standing on the driver's seat staring at me, and I started to cry. "Oh, we're sharing a moment here," he said. "You don't have to say anything. No, wait, just tell me what it is about your dog." I didn't even think about it. I just blurted out, "He's who's left of my family. My husband died, and it is his birthday today." The man was quiet. He turned away. He turned back and put his hand on my shoulder. "I mean this in all honesty. God bless you." He continued along, crying now himself, "I'm train wrecked for you. How long has it been? How long ago? When did this happen?" He asked for Matt's name. He said, "Okay, I'm going to mention the pup in your song, but this one is for Matthew. This song is for him and his wife." He went silent for a minute, composing himself, steadying himself. And then he pulled a harmonica out of his bag, brought it to his mouth, and started wailing away. A breath. Then his voice, clear and loud as thunder, started rumbling at the tree line, and the winds picked up. God, he had an incredible voice, a raspy blues voice. He sang with everything he had, his eyes closed, his whole body engaged. He sang a song for my love, directed to the clouds, to the heavens. He spoke for me. Matthew, thank you for your life. Thank you for the love you brought to me. Thank you for being here. I know you are gone, but you are not. I know you wipe the tears from my face while I sleep. I know you are here and you're gone. You're holding me. I know you are. You are gone and you're not. Remember all the trips, all the days in the sun? We had such a good life. I will always be your wife. It's hard for me here, but I will not go out. I will not let my light go out. I will try. The puppy and I will try. I am out here in the rain with him for you. Thank you for your life. This is hard and I love you and I know you are free. I know I will be with you again. This life may be long, but I will see you soon. He sent up his words for me. Words I could not sing. And there were several verses. The wind howled and the trees shook. A song wiped him out. After he was finished, he told me that his best friend drowned 8 weeks ago. I'd read that story. Transient man found in the water off the docks. I had not and did not tell him that Matt drowned too. He talked about the shock, about how he found himself losing time and blanking out. He asked me to keep him and his dear friend in my prayers, and he would keep Matt and me in his. And then he offered me a slight bow, took the umbrella, and taking a pause in the rain as his opportunity, walked off to find his girlfriend.